How's it feel being in the hot seat?
Oh my gosh, it's so hot.
Very good. Get your words there. There you go. All right, so today we're going to do the same thing. We're going to talk a little bit about your MWI. So I know you had two going on, right? You have two MWIs. The first one I wanted to talk about was this whole dual 21-inch screen. Have y'all heard of that yet? The dual 21-inch screens?
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about it a little bit?
Well, we were inside of, we had our PMR meeting, and it kind of stemmed off from another MWI that somebody had submitted, and we took it to another level where we wouldn't, it's just to have an extra screen or two 21-inch screen monitors, so we can have more windows open for us to utilize, so we won't have anything on paper, no kind of cheat sheets, everything would be right there for you to use.
Does it sound like a good idea, right? To have larger screen? Who would like larger screen? Now, of course, we want to be realistic, right? So there's a dollar sign to everything. There's a budget to everything. I was kind of thinking, how would Cole kind of make up if we did do this, because we're still in the kind of project phase of it. So if we did, I thought one of the ways to kind of get the budget for it was raise the $75 Cole fee to $5,000. Just pay for it all.
That sounds like a marvelous idea.
Wouldn't that be horrible though for the customer if they're kind of looking, what's this $5,000 cold fee?
You deserve this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just kidding, we're not doing that. But it's an idea that's out there, and again, this stemmed off what Adriana was saying, is just to kind of have more real estate so that way you can have chase answers up. We're really focusing on quality right now, so you can have like chase answers on half of the 21-inch screen.
Yes.
BPM on the others.
Just so you can keep your chase answers up and available. And I know you're going to have to like re-upload it real quickly because it times out. But if you have it there for you at all times, you're able to utilize it. And you would have your extra screen, or if you do the two 21-inch screens, it'll give you a more visual, aspect of your order, so we can make less errors.
I think we need an applause there. So you have another MWI that you're also working on, and this is, I know you've been talking to Jason Harris a lot about this. So this has to deal with kind of the way we're going to be tracking production and things like that. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I had a quick short meeting with Mr. Harris. He explained everything to me, and I had no hands-on work in this aspect. I said that I would just report on what Jason Harris has been working on. So it's a it's a program that he helped design, and it's going to track your time when you would go ahead and select, like when you were doing indexing, exception indexing, and then it counts the time that you were in that process for you. So you don't have to take a guess, you don't have to do any mathematics to check to see on you're accurate on how long you've been in that one process. So then when you're done with that process, you would make a little note saying, okay, well, I'm going to change over to exception indexing or a duplicate basket or anything else that you're working on. This will track your time automatically for you. And this program that Mr. Harris has been working on with a couple of other people, which I totally forgot their names. I apologize. Mr. Elliott, am I correct?
Yep.
Mr. Elliott. And it's going to communicate with cubes. I don't really know a lot about cubes. Do you know about cubes?
Oh, I know all about Cubes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So just real quick, Cubes is a program that all the managers use to pool your production. So if you did one case yesterday or 100 cases yesterday, we can pool that. So that's what you're talking about.
Yes, and then it'll automatically go into Cubes, and then you will have a universal scorecard that your managers or your team leads will be able to do your one-on-ones with you and show you exactly where you're at.
Who likes that? Being a little bit more accurate, right? All right, so let's move on to your metrics. So your metric is
Accuracy rate.
accuracy. So again, a lot of times here we use the word error rate. Like our error rate is 1% or 2%. So whenever we say accuracy rate, that's flipping it to like 98, 99%. Accuracy makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's shaking their head. So let's talk about that a little bit. Should we start off with levies again?
Sure.
Okay, let's start off with court orders. How do they go now?
Court orders. For the month of March, they were at 98.61%, and today, for the month of April, they were at 98.90%.
Good job, Corey. Alright, so let's talk about ice rents. How they do as far as quality?
Actually, they came up a few points. In March, they were at 97.70%, and for April, they were at 97.90%.
Give it up for ice rent. Payouts and remittance. Let's talk about that.
Payouts and remittance is at, for the month of March, they were at 99.72%, and for the month of April, they were at 99.42%.
Very good. Saving levies for last. So how did levies do?
Levies was at the month of March, they were at 96.88%, and for the month of April, they came up a few points to 97.49. Who would I miss? Because I can't remember. There's remittance.
Of course there's remittance. Remittance, where are you at? Remittance. Tanya. So how do remittance do as far as actors?
For the month of March, they were at 99.97. So for the month of April, they were at 99.95. So just like 2 points below. That's great.
Thomas made me real mad at me for forgetting. I stumbled on my words. Sorry, guys. So let's move on to the next one. This is for the whole department. How do we do as a whole?
Court orders. For the month of March, we were at 98.61. Now we are at 98.90%.
That's Cole as a whole.
That's Cole as a whole.
Yeah. So do we have anything else to talk about? That was pretty much it, right?
That's about it.
Everybody give it up for Adriana.